Generation Zero's next major update is launching tomorrow on June the 25th. It'll be celebrated by a stream through the Systemic Reactions YouTube channel. The link to that is in the description down below. I'll also have a ton of content coming alongside the release tomorrow afternoon, and I'm very excited for this one. This next major update is called the Skyfire update, and it's got tons and tons of new features coming to it, including a revamped rival/tyrant system, which sounds really interesting, and I love the route that they're going with this one. It is something completely different. As I've mentioned many times beforehand, the rival system is great, but I think it is a little bit overused with there being bases, obviously Reapers, and then rivals themselves, and a few other bits tied up in there. But with the Skyfire update, the new Tyrant system, and the new Tyrant machine, the Vulture, it looks absolutely insane. The terrifying Vulture is a new Tyrant class of enemy in the form of an evolved Firebird. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a Generation Zero update without a DLC. There is going to be a DLC with this update that drops tomorrow, but I'm actually all for this one. Add in some pretty damn heavy weaponry to your arsenal. Now, obviously, the first thing is the Vulture. Now, we haven't seen much in the way of actual images of the Vulture. We did see that little trailer that's been going on in the background, but it doesn't really show too many close-ups. And some of you eagle-eyed viewers may notice that that trailer also has a brand new experimental weapon in it. But first things first, we're going to talk about the new Tyrant system. The way that the Tyrant system is going to work revolves heavily around bases that you've got. So, I would recommend farming tonight, get as many level 3 bases that you can assault up and ready to go. Because you must collect data chips from rival enemies and then initiate a level 3 base assault, wherein you will locate a hatch to destroy the shield generators and enter a bunker. The coordinate data can be put into a terminal to locate a Tyrant that you're searching for. So that Tyrant that you are searching for is obviously going to be the Vulture. But the way that they've said to locate the Tyrant that you're searching for, that does lead me to believe that we could see future Tyrant events. Very excited. Hopefully that is something that we do see in the future. A completely new Tyrant class of machine would be really quite cool. Even like a Tyrant class Hunter. I don't know what kind of crazy shit it could have, but I have been told that the new Firebird Vulture Tyrant is a pain in the arse. It is very tough to deal with, and it poses a significant challenge as opposed to the rival Reaper that we've come across beforehand. So I like that. Something new, something swanky, and something a little bit tougher than beforehand. Now, obviously, the Messiah hunting rifle, and Messiah, however the hell you pronounce it, is the new experimental weapon. Now, you'll only be able to get this by taking down the Tyrant Vulture. So you will have to do those first set of things first. Collect data chips, initiate level 3 base assault, locate hatch, destroy shield, enter bunker, put coordinates in, and then the Tyrant will come up. Once you've defeated it, you'll be in for a chance of acquiring this new experimental weapon. Now, the way this works is you will charge up a high damage biochemical laser beam, but if you do overcharge this, it will destroy your ass pretty much. From what they've said in previous posts is that it places a ring around the player. So that sounds like an overcharge could cause chemical and fire damage to the player in the form of sort of like a back shot type thing. Nah, not like that, you dirty, dirty people. But it could cause basically an explosion around you, which then gives you fire damage and damage over time. But this experimental weapon will shoot biochemical lasers, and as mentioned, you can only get this through defeating the Vulture itself. So I'm excited to see how this weapon works. I do like the artwork on it, it looks quite cool. Just the sort of yellow and black biohazard paint, I think that looks awesome. And then, of course, as I mentioned, it wouldn't be Generation Zero without a weapon pack. So the heavy weapons pack is coming, and it is live from your favorite 80s action movies. It's going to come in at $4.99, so around about £4 UK. Love this price point. This is probably one of the best ones that we've seen so far, and for the price of it, $4.99, absolutely loving it. It looks really, really cool. I absolutely love the idea of the N144 minigun, the MGR6 grenade launcher, the Iron Condor pistol, and the RACS-12 shotgun. Absolutely awesome, some real heavy weaponry, and I don't think it's going to actually come up with a solution to the experimentals and come with some base weapons that will stand against them, but these are going to be fun to use. The minigun, you're going to shred through ammo like there is absolutely no tomorrow, and I cannot wait to try these weapons out. These are going to be my go-to weapons against quite a few things. So for the next few weeks, we will have a decent chunk of Generation Zero content to go over. We'll do at least a video every single week, using a lot of these weapons, going over the Vulture, seeing if we can get the Vulture to fight the Reaper, all of that cool stuff, and I'm very excited for it. Now, as I mentioned, you will need to set up a bunch of stuff to get the Vulture. So if you have time tonight, after watching this video, I'd highly recommend farming, getting as many rivals as you possibly can, as well as many base assaults ready to go. The more of these things that you do have available, the quicker you are going to be able to get your hands on that Vulture and have a bit of fun with it and see how well it handles, and if you can take it down without too much of a challenge. I'll definitely be trying to get it tomorrow. I've got the required stuff. I've built up a nice backlog of rivals and base assaults, so hopefully it only takes a couple of rivals and 1 or 2 base assaults to actually get this thing to spawn. But as mentioned, I do love the fact that it doesn't revolve around the rivals system as much anymore. Obviously, yes, you're still going to need to take on rivals, but rivals are relatively easy to spawn. It's not too much of an issue. Obviously, trying to spawn a Reaper is much more difficult. Trying to spawn a specific rival, much more difficult. But being able to get them up and running now should be a lot smoother. Now, we've also got plenty of other stuff going on the channel as well, not just Generation Zero. We're going to be having a sort of schedule again. So Sundays will be 7 Days to Die. Mondays, Night of the Dead, and Tuesdays, we're going to start covering some Mist Survival. And that will start going into July. And I'm excited. Views on some of the other stuff haven't been doing the greatest, but we're going to crack on with the original survival stuff. I'm enjoying playing it. And with Generation Zero as well. This update brought a bit of a spark. I'm quite excited for this one. I haven't been excited for a Generation Zero update in a while. So, you know, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. And if there's any other survival stuff that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below. For now, though, we are going to wrap that one up there. I've been Wired. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow with some Generation Zero.